Hey guys, Spider here, and I'm going to make a call on one of the Flashback campaign missions for Black Ops 2. And it's based on the information that's been released, and I went back and did a little bit more digging on some stuff from Black Ops, and it involves woods. And so this is just a very brief review of the gameplay from the mission Payback in Black Ops, and it was something like the fourth last mission or something like that in the Black Ops campaign. Wood's such a badass, you can't kill me! And then he stabs Kravchenko in the back, and Kravchenko grabs a frag off his chest. I don't know why he has like freaking this chest thing with like 5 frags on it. And then Woods jumps through the window with him, and then you see an explosion. Well, we obviously know from the trailer, the reveal trailer for Black Ops 2, that Woods is not dead. He is alive. He's very much alive. I mean, he's older, although I don't get the time frame because I think the time of Black Ops where he died was like 1968, and he was at least 30-something years old. So you do the math. Oh, wait, 18. It's like 57 years plus 3. I mean, it must be like in his 90s or something, or approaching 90. Unless these little flashbacks, maybe where he's involved here is not necessarily in 2025. Who knows? I mean, I know there were dates shown on the trailer as 1986 and 2025. That doesn't necessarily mean those are the only dates that that the campaign is contained within. There could be, years prior, years after, whatever. So when I posted my original videos about Frank Woods, somebody mentioned about going back to the computer and checking one of the emails or a note that was sent to Alex Mason. So I went back to Black Ops and got up out of the chair. I'm going over to the computer terminal, and there are actually two specific notes. They're not actually emails. They're notes that are just in the directory. We're logged in as Alex Mason. So we just do a directory, and there are 2 notes. The first is nodex.txt and nodex2.txt. So it looks like they were actually messages sent from the same person. Obviously doesn't want to give his name. And you can type cat space nodex.txt, and it'll actually print the contents of the text file on the screen. So the first text file, I think, has to do with Clark, and we're just going to show it here. Yeah, Clark was intending to hide in Johannesburg. He has a brother there. It's a good place to start. So maybe this X guy, is an informant. It's like the dude off of X-Files or something, Mr. X. And then you do the cat note x2.txt, and this is the one that actually makes mention of Woods. So we're just going to put it up on the screen here now. Mr. Mason, Woods is alive and remains the sole remaining American guest at the Hanoi Hilton. Thought you should know. Interesting. And this was July 4th, 1978. This text file was sent to Alex Mason. That's a long ways. That's like 10 years past the time of that Payback mission, I believe. So the image I'm showing here is actually sort of an overhead view of an old shot or whatever of the Hanoi Hilton. And what the Hanoi Hilton was, it was actually called Hoa Lo Prison, if I'm pronouncing it right. And it was a prison used by the French colonists in Vietnam for political prisoners, and later by North Vietnam for prisoners of war during the Vietnam War. Actually, I believe John McCain actually spent a number of years in this prison, if you can believe that, during the Vietnam War, I believe. But it was never actually confirmed when it was sort of shut down. I know right now, I think in the mid-1990s, the Hanoi Hilton was demolished, and the site now contains 2 high-rise buildings. But it wasn't very clear, and I didn't find much information on when prisoners were no longer in the prison camp, basically. So presumably in 1978, I mean, he was still there, and it could have, who knows what happened to Mason. Hopefully we're going to go back and we're going to learn a few things and bridge the gap from the events in Black Ops, the original Black Ops, to Black Ops 2, and have a little bit of a storyline about Mason. But I memean, presumably, if we're only going back to 1986 with the flashbacks, I mean, maybe it took that long, like 8 years, for Mason to be able to do something about Woods being in this prison camp. So I definitely think one of the flashback missions is you're going to be playing Mason and going in to rescue Woods. I think we're going to be going into that prison camp, and we're going to be busting in, and we're going to be busting Woods out. I can almost freaking guarantee. I mean, how else are you going to bridge the gap and bridge the story from the end of Black Ops and how Frank Woods died or supposedly died to him going into this prison camp, and then the tie-in with Alex, and we're going to be playing as Alex Mason, as it's been, I think, confirmed via media and interviews with Treyarch. But I definitely think that one of the first missions during one of these flashback periods, which the 1986 missions or the flashback missions presumably are reported that they're going to comprise about a third of the game. So I think one of the first ones is going to be us playing Mason, going in and getting Woods the hell out. Now I don't necessarily think Woods is in a wheelchair and has, you know, an oxygen tank and he's using that stuff, although he doesn't have anything attached to his face at the moment. Usually if you have an oxygen tank, you get something stuffed in your nose, but it could be from being in the prison camp possibly, but it could also be just because of old age. I don't think he was injured that badly in the scuffle he had with Kravchenko. I mean, if he was injured that badly, I doubt that being in that prison camp for like 10 years, I doubt he would have survived if he was badly injured. I doubt they would have taken care of him enough to keep him alive. So that's my theory. That's my thoughts on one of the campaign missions. Is we're going to play as Mason and we're going to go and rescue Woods and have this whole powwow with Woods and, yeah, buddy, what's up? You can't kill me! No, you can't! That's the best line in friggin' any game. Just about. That's my opinion. So what do you guys think? I don't know, just a little theory I put together and wanted to run it by you guys. I think it's pretty plausible. I'm Spider and I'm out.